Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing Kethis Sisay. So Captain Sisay is in Historic now, and you can tap it, search your library for a legendary card, reveal that card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So what we're trying to do with Captain Sisay is we have one of almost every awesome legendary in the format right now, and the cool thing is that we can just go, it's a legendary card, so we can grab like Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is a sorcery, and then just, you know, wipe their board if we can. So we do have 3 Captain Sisays, 3 Kethis, 3 Kamala Judic Vows, a couple of other things that we just know we want to have, and then they're just kind of playing a semi-janky deck, but has a lot of good synergy where there's just a lot of legendary stuff here. If we do run into our Urza's Ruinous Blast, we run into our Captain Sisay, Kethis, we just get so much extra value. And I've actually been running into those things pretty consistently. Our Blackladder Forge as well, Mox Amber just helped us ramp, and right now we do pretty well against most decks besides control so far is what I've seen, but even then I've been about 50-50 against I've won a few good games against control, but I've not played a ton of games with this so far. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. The deck list is down in the description below, but I just want to have fun playing Magic today, and this is just a really fun deck. If you have a couple pieces out there, and you grab the Captain Sisay as well, this is just a way to be able to play a lot of stuff from Dominaria that you might have had before. It's a lot of just one-ofs and stuff, and so it's a really fun deck if you guys want to try it out. So here we go, let's jump in the gameplay. Wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, Miscomposed, bring on Miscomposed. And all right, this is pretty good. I mean, anytime we have Paradise Druid, we have Mox Amber if we find any legendary, and the fact that we just have good land base, I'm gonna keep it. I am. Arboreal Grazer. Okay, Godless Shrine tapped. All right, so we do get Shalai on turn 3 and then Tolosmir. Pretty good stuff. Let's see what they're doing. They're ramping like crazy here. All in the Golgari colors though. Golgari. Okay, Paradise Druid, pass the turn. Hey, we're ramping 2. Ooh yeah, just not quite as fast. This deck could probably use a lot more ramp. It's one of those, like, it's just more fun to actually play every cool legendary thing that you can, especially with Captain Sisay. And so this is definitely a deck more about fun. Yep, no blocks. Yeah, let's play here and Shally. Mox Amber, pass the turn. We're still ramping 2. We actually got quite a bit here now. We're back to even as far as what we can play. Assassin's Trophy helps us find land. That's fine. Yeah, Plains. I think I'm going to prioritize Tolosmir over Lyra right now, just because it gets 2 bodies for us, and we can kill Paradise Druid. And let's go ahead and play Blackladder Forged. Pass the turn. Maybe I should have played Lyra and Blackladder Forged, because that's just so good. So good. All right, play. Let's just swing in. They don't have enough to pump Incubation Druid here. Playing Blackladder Forge would have forced them to actually block on that, but we're doing this. getting an 11/11 Lyra. We get to play land next turn, so we have lethal in the air. They do have a Grazer, actually. They have a couple turns to find a way to remove Lyra. And this Incubation Druid actually is annoying. We can only attack him with one thing. Torgar! What? Alright, down to 10. But now they don't have anything for in the air. Great Henge. Okay, they get to gain some life. But that's fine. We still have lethal. Yeah, I was going to say... Oh man, that is hilarious. I was not expecting Torgar there. What? Oh, that was, of all the things I was expecting, Torgar was not what it was. That, I have no clue what they're doing there. Oh, that was fun though. We did pull the deck off. That was good. All right, up against Frere Condi, bring it on Frere. And, ooh, we shall see. I mean, Questing Beast is really nice. If we were on the play, maybe I could keep this. I really like that our mana base isn't bad. How about that? But I think we got a mulligan. Try to find cheaper stuff. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan this away. We got a mulligan that as well. No green mana, but we have a chance of doing something better here. I think I do drop Mox Amber because we have to find green mana. Like, so like we have to find lands anyway, and then just Stani. If we can get to an Urza's Ruinous Blast, like that is actually how we win. Is if we have Shalai, we get to resolve an Urza's Ruinous Blast. So I mean, hopefully we find green mana to be able to turn this on turn 3. All right, next turn green mana. Got it. A Llanowar. Cracking it now. I do like the animation for that, like the little like flowers. Yeah, it's really cool looking. There we go, sweet. All right, we have Paradise Druid. We good. All right, Sultai. Oh, Thought Erasure, come on, no! Probably takes Shalai. Urza's Ruinous Blast can probably be really bad for them though, so it may be worthwhile just to take that away, but Shalai means they can't target us, which, if they're playing one Thought Erasure, they're probably playing multiple. Takes Growing Rights, what? Do they have board wipe of some sort? That feels like they're baiting me somehow. They don't have a way of like stilling my card, do they? Like in Bolus's clutches or something. I mean, we're gonna play Shalai. I think it is the best thing here. It keeps Paradise Druid hexproof even as it taps down, so that's nice. Wrinkle is also not a terrible play, just to make them start discarding, but we didn't want to be discarding as well. We could start drawing cards, but... So I do think Shalai is better. Wrinkle gets better if we have protection for it. And the best thing is to actually empty our hand by playing Wrinkle, and then having them discard cards. Okay, Tombbound Lich. Are they playing graveyard stuff here? Sun Petal Grove. Is it worth using Urza's Ruinous Blast now? Alright, let's go ahead and play Wrinkle. It is just a fast clock here. Down to 14. Do I want to give them card draw? I want to make them lose life. Does it actually speed up our clock though? Let's just say nothing there. I want to keep our Urza's Ruinous Blast. I don't really want to give them extra card advantage. Maybe having a chance to draw against them would have just helped us. Risen Reef. The nice thing is they just can't target us. And so that does help. With Risen Reef out there, I think we do go ahead and use this Urza's Ruinous Blast. No blocks. Kethis Sisay. Yeah, so we're gonna do this beforehand. See if it resolves. They could have negate here. Swing in for 6. Down to 9. Man, I don't want to get rid of Kethis Sisay, but making them discard may just be our best thing. Let's go ahead and just draw a card. We're also making them lose a life here, getting a little bit closer to where we can actually do lethal. Like, if I had done it the first time as well, we would actually have lethal on the next turn. It does give them more ways to deal with us, though. Cavalier of Thorns does have reach, if I remember right. Yeah. Drakuseth. Alright, so this is a graveyard deck. The nice thing about Drakuseth, though, is that it can't target us as long as Shalai's around, or Rankle, or anything like that. So, like, we do have some good stuff here. If we find land, we can just start putting counters onto our Shalai. Which means even if they get Drakuseth, it won't be able to kill Shalai with its damage. The question is, do I want to get out Sisay first? Drakuseth is also legendary. And if they just swing in with this as well, we may just be dead. Alright, pass the turn. Man, Cavalier of Thorns really, really good against us. Yeah, Bond of Revival. Let's see if they also swing in with Cavalier of Thorns. Yeah, they can't target anything. We will pump. She takes it. No blocks, we go down to 8. Can't do that much longer. Circle of Loyalty is interesting. It does let us create stuff on the ground, but we have to block Drakuseth next turn regardless. And so, I mean, this is better than just pumping, I guess. So, play Circle of Loyalty. Oh man, this is rough. Cavalier of Thorns is so good for them. So the issue here is they can still kill both of our creatures because of the 4 damage that Drakuseth does. And so they can just be swinging in with Cavalier of Thorns. Like, so we can kill one thing here, but that's not enough. We can create chump blockers with Captain Sisay, I guess. If we get... So, I mean, as long as we can kill Drakuseth, I guess we do still win. They have Bond of Revival that they're... Oh, man. Oh, they didn't take that to hand. Okay. So we could chump block, but then they have 2 flyers. Like, really the only thing that we've got going for us is we have to kill it. And then we just hope that we get Captain Sisay and another thing we can play, so we just create a lot of chump blockers. And start going wide. That's really, like, all that we've got. They both die. Yeah, it's all that we can do. Ooh. I could dig for something else. I can't even kill that. This is the only thing... I guess, I mean, we don't have to block both of them to stay alive. Captain Sisay does give us Urza's Runeless Blast, which is amazing against Cavalier Thorns. We just have to hope they have, like, nothing else. No other Bond of Revival, anything. We're still in the game, though. Tamio digs for... Yeah, that's game.
It is an honor.
They just go for Bond of Revival. Let's see if they pull it together. Yeah. Good game. Oh, come on. This deck, I keep, like... We are about to pull things back together, and then they just go crazy. Yeah, they need to kill both of our stuff before we even get a chance to block. If Tamio was a top deck, I'm gonna be so angry. Yeah, down to a very low life total, and ugh. All right, up against Black Garden. Bring it on, Black Garden. Let's do this madness. And yeah, this is pretty good. We have Tomek. I really like this because of Urza's Runeless Blast. We have a, you know, I'd like to have a curve a little bit better of something to play on turn 3 as well. Historic has been a fairly aggressive format so far, or a highly controlled format. And so I'm trying to figure out, actually, Mox Amber, really good for us. That means that we get to play stuff a lot earlier. So let's play a Tomek, hope it survives. And we'll just pass the turn for now. I like being able to actually play Mox Amber as a surprise. Blackblade Reforged also, or getting Blackblade's not bad. Is it better than just Sisay possibly getting countered here? I think what's best is Questing Beast, right? I mean, that seems pretty good. Down to 14 past the turn. I mean, we're putting on a lot of pressure now. Getting Blackblade can come down next turn. We also just may have like an Urza's Runeless Blast. And yeah, opponent just scoops it up. There we go. That was sweet. All right, up against JMP, or Jump. He jumps 1337 feet high. Pretty impressive. Poet's going first. We have no green mana, but we have a lot of white cards. So, I mean, it's really slow, really slow. If we hit green mana, it's a lot better. Getting Blackblade, I think we got a mulligan this, though. We just have a lot of expensive stuff. And yeah, this is much better. So keep this. Drop Bantu. I like Tomek, especially if we do get Blackblade Reforged. It's so good with Tomek. So I can either play Tomek on turn 2 and not get Castle Locthwain down untapped, but we don't have anything for turn 3 anyway at the moment, so might as well at least play that out. Our lands can't be targeted for stuff. Mind Stone. A lot of people have been playing control type stuff lately as well. Typically that's more in like the ranked side of things. Not as many people tend to play it here. But there's like a Bant Dance in the Mance deck I've been seeing. There's quite a few things out there. Pretty fun though. Witching Well. Yeah, this is probably Doomed Foretold deck. All right, Woodland Cemetery. Let's see, that does come in untapped, huh? Because Temple Garden. Let's we can't play anything else anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and play Castle Locthwain. Shooing on in. Pass the turn. Next turn we get Captain Sisay. And then, I mean, I like to get this Kamal's Vow will help us ramp regardless, is the dream. I don't have as much ramp in this version as I typically do, or like I typically will play like around Marwyn, having lots of like elves and trying to ramp that way. And it does work pretty well. Urza's Ruinous Blast, okay. Captain Sisay. And no attack. So we get to tutor for a card every single turn, basically. And that's what's so cool about Captain Sisay, is that we just start tutoring for cards all day long, and it's so powerful if it stays out in the battlefield. The issue is that they have Fae of Wishes, which, are they willing to discard cards here? They're just playing out all of their Fae of Wishes. Oh, they did. Okay, so this is, oh no. Oh, we really needed to hit land there. So badly we needed to hit land, because then we can Urza's Ruinous Blast. So what they're doing is they have Omniscience. If they have Flood of Tears in hand, we are just losing. So yeah, Flood of Tears, they bounce everything and just grab. Oh, that's so bad for us. I could grab Kethis. Shalai also kind of protects us from their main mill plan, but they just bounce everything anyway. Is there something that I can do here to kill enough stuff? I don't think so. Ah, this is awful. All right. Because all their other stuff works as well. So I mean, the only thing this does is if they don't happen to have Flood of Tears in hand, we don't just straight up lose this turn. So they have to have Flood of Tears and the Omniscience in hand here. They have it. All right, good game. Yeah. Oh, that is so awful. So what they do is they just bring out Omniscience. They get to play cards over and over again because they have the Fae of Wishes. They have all the cards from the sideboard. As long as they're able to draw cards as well as do that, then they basically, they can just keep playing out the loop. So they had, I think they had the Guild Globe. They had things to be able to actually draw the cards that they needed to as well. They just, every time they play Flood of Tears, their hand gets bigger. And they eventually will draw into cards to either mill us out or like mill themselves out and have Jace. And that's basically how Flood of Tears wins, and so powerful. Tameo is also really good in there, so they had the colors for Tameo, and yeah, really fun deck. That was a bummer. All right, up against TN0925, bring it on. And we have Captain Sisay. We are on the play, so having like a slower hand is a little bit better. We do have a lot of cheap stuff, but we do have a lot of expensive stuff too. So there's not a great chance we'll find other stuff. But we do have Captain Sisay. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. The other main reason here is because we have an amazing land base. Anytime you have any shock land and then a bunch of these dual lands, pretty good for us. And we'll just go ahead and get that down now while we can. Are we up against mono red? Ooh, burning tree. Oh no, this is, that's not good. Oh crap, we're so dead. Well, we're gonna keep playing Shocklands tapped. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Hey, if we can survive and get to Liliana, that's something. We don't even want to like use our Captain Sisay. I mean, the nice thing is that I can go find Urza's Runus Blast with Captain Sisay. So I mean, like, I don't block here. It is much better to not block. But that's only if she survives. Which, because of Electrostatic Field, they're probably just going to shock this. The other thing too is, as we go find Urza's Runus Blast, they can just shock it in response. Yeah, no blocks. We can't play Kamal's Druidic Vow without a legendary. Oh my goodness, it got us down to exactly. Oh, they didn't work because of Electrostatic Field. Oh, that's so funny. All right, so they were playing Second Right, which deals 10 damage to our face, but because of Electrostatic Field, it didn't work for them, and that is hilarious. All right. All right, we are gonna grab Urza's Runus Blast. Or do we want to go for Lyra here? I can just play a Lyra. Because we're not just straight dead, although they could have tons and tons of burn in their hand, which would be pretty bad for us. But Lyra is difficult for red to deal with. Do they have a way to bring us down to 10? That's the other question. All right, block here. They may be forgetting that I have First Strike. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, Heartfire. Yeah, I think we're just dead. If they have any other burn spells. Burning Emissary, okay. Belonging the burn spell stuff here. Do they gats it? Yeah, they do. All right. Good game. All right, I should have gone for the Urza's Runus Blast, I guess. They did have a lot of burn in hand. And I went for the more greedy play there, and I lost because of it. All right, so there you guys have it with Kethis and Sisay, and I made a major mistake with Sisay against the red deck, which they did end up having quite a bit of burn anyway, but I guess it was through Heartfire and stuff. Anyway, so grab Urza's Runus Blast, don't grab a Lyra, and just hope that things go right, because they never do. They never do. So anyway, fun deck. Again, this whole deck is about having fun, and that's what this whole channel is about as well. So if you guys enjoy fun, if you guys enjoy this deck, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.